Good evening, good morning, whatever it is, it's here. uh, I know this is a little bit different. Um, Not usually streaming on this channel on a Thursday. It's only on the first or third Thursdays. I do the 0 Point Report podcast, but decided, you know what? Let's go ahead. I tried to do this recording yesterday or last night. Totally messed it all up. The sound was absolute garbage. I'm like, you know what? I'll just do it live. We'll do it live tomorrow, and then let's just put all the pieces together for the actual video to be out on Friday. Yeah. So I decided to let's just go ahead and do like a Q&A as I record the video portion of the Ecamm side of things with the new features and a new release, and also just to go through and do some not workshop, but some work on the Envision community site as well. Yeah, I've been playing around with in there as this afternoon, just doing a couple different things here and there, and just having some fun, as you do with this piece of software. But yeah, how's it going? So if you're new here, I haven't had a video on the YouTube side of things for quite some time. This is gonna be like I'm still trying to narrow down of what I want to do going forward. Is I got some fires in irons in fire. Is that how it works? Anyways, so I got some irons in the fire, and I want to do a couple different things here and there. Let's get get some scheduling worked out because I do the Independent Creator podcast every other Monday, and then also do the first 2 hours every Tuesday. And I want to do another podcast that is going to be it's going to be every week. But I got to figure out if it's going to be on a Wednesday or on a weekend, like a Saturday or a Sunday. So that's just what I got to figure out, is see what my schedule is going to be for the foreseeable future. So I don't want to overwork myself, but I find doing live videos and then editing them down and then repurposing for the blog post and other stuff, it's much easier for me to do like a live version of it, then edit it down for a video, and then take that video and run it through and get a blog post out of it, and then push it up on the website and the forum. I had like a cat hair that was bugging the ever-loving crap out of me. I'm like, what is that? All right, so yeah, tonight it's going to be just a chill stream. This is going to be probably a weekly thing or every other week. So yeah, look forward to that. It probably do it on the second and fourth Thursdays of the month. Do it every other week, just to talk about Envision community, NodeBB, Ecamm, content creation as a whole, but mostly those like community and live streaming aspects on the Indie Creator Hub channel over on YouTube. But it also incorporates a lot of the Two-Tone Waffle community. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic arm. But yeah, it includes a lot of the Two-Tone Waffle community because it kind of it's an umbrella for Independent Creator Podcast, the Indie Creator Hub, and the new projects going forward as well. So It's going to show up on individual YouTube channels, but it's all going to be within the same PeerTube instance, the Two-Tone Waffle Theater. That is our PeerTube instance that you can visit. So what I'm going to do is actually, I got, let's go over the quick and dirty of the new Ecamm. Let's see. I'm just changing the chyrons down here on the bottom. The bug is in here. And there we go. Actually, looks close enough. So I'm going to copy and paste that into these other places. So this is why I like doing the live stream, so you guys can also see the work that goes into, doing all of this work as well. All right, so that is taken care of. Cool. Let's go into demo mode because I want to see. All right, 1, 2, check, check, check. Because this was one of the issues I was coming up with, was I was getting a lot of double audio. It was not sounding good whatsoever. It was quite horrible. So we're good. I gotta mute that. And mute that. Okay. Yeah, you guys are seeing one of the new features is what you've been watching here. Is this the the live motion transition? But yeah, I'll definitely cover that. All right. Get out of demo mode. Okay. Do I leave the headphones on? I'm always have the headphones on no matter what. I should have. I gotta order the new ear tips for my IEMs. My wife lost one. It's somewhere in her purse or lost forever in the wilderness. So I was like, ah, damn it. I like those. I mean, I got the AirPods. Anyways, let's actually get into recording this shindig, okay? All right. Let's get my notes out here. All right, here we go. I'm going to turn these off or take them off, so I really don't need them. All right, here we go. Ecamm Live just dropped a new big update, really, that, brings a lot of things that we were asking for them to include into the core software, feature software, to include into the feature set of the software. And I'm just going to go through these 4 options on this one particular video, and just to show you exactly what 4.4 version of Ecamm Live entails. All right, so the first one is something that if you were using OBS, you might have been able to download a plugin. It's called the Move Transition plugin, or I believe that's what it's called. But the problem is that OBS is a great open source software, but it lacks a lot of different things that, you know, could make your live stream or your video a little bit better. And this is what Move Transition really is. So this feature is called Live Motion Transition for Ecamm Live. And what it does is takes your video, like what you're seeing right here, and if you have another scene where the video is in another spot, it moves it smoothly from this to this. So this is something that, you know, we've been talking about, giving our suggestions to Ken and Glenn and the rest of the Ecamm team, is that this is something that we really like to see as more kind of not customizable, but more options for, you know, transitions between different scenes. So what it is that it's actually a very simple thing that you can do. Let's go ahead into live demo mode. So of course I have, this is also, I'm recording it during a live stream as well. So that's why you got all this stuff here as well. This is what I normally see during a typical live stream that I do for either independent creator, 0 Point Report, any creator hub, and any Two-Tone Waffle the first 2 hours series. So this is pretty much what I see. So getting back to the live motion transition, it is in the output. No. It is in the options menu here on the top. So what you want to do is go into options, and you'll see the transition here. And then live motion is the new feature that you'll see that you can set for your default. So if you want to go between this scene and your next scene, go ahead, hit live motion. And what's going to happen is once you go from one scene to another, you'll have the live motion effect will take place between your different scenes. And you can do this for every scene, or what you could do, if you go into your preferences menu, and then you go into video, and then you have your default transition. You can change that here as well. So you can set it up for no transition or one of the other options that are available within the Ecamm Live, the features, transition features here. So I have it set up for live motion is the default transition. So let's go ahead and close that. So what is live motion is basically something extra that you can have, you know, to make your scene transitions and your videos and your live streams just a little bit more fun and engaging, and the effect is very smooth and runs perfectly smooth is the correct term. So that's live motion transition. It is a baked in feature of Ecamm Live version 4.4. Now, another new feature is something that is geared more for those that have a PTZ camera. What is a PTZ camera, you might ask? Well, good thing that you asked. It means pan, tilt, and zoom. It's a camera that has the ability to be controlled to move its actual sensor up, down, left, right, and also zoom in and out. A lot of if we're looking in the past, a lot of cameras like that were kind of were an expensive piece of equipment, because PTZ has the linear motors, and it's also probably thousands of dollars or higher than that. But luckily, technology is here. The future is now, where we can look at the OBSpot, Tail, Mini, and the Go has the capability to do a PTZ function. The camera head actually moves on its gimbal. Now, an Ecamm, which normally what you would do is you'll have to set up your camera and then use either your phone or iPad, or use an app on your computer in order to control the PTZ camera. Well, it's baked into Ecamm right now. Now, I'm not going to really do anything because last time I did test on it, and it did freeze up my Elgato face cam. So I'll just show you where you can find it. So if you go into your camera switcher, you'll see this little icon, these arrows that go up, down, left, right. So if you click on that, it gives you the PTZ camera controls right within Ecamm. So you can control this right inside Ecamm. Just move the camera head around or zoom in and out, and it's built in. You don't have to, have your phone and do it from there, or try to get the camera control app on the actual camera and the little joystick. And it makes it a lot easier to do this straight in your live streaming and recording software. So that is PTZ camera control directly into Ecamm Live version 4.4. Now, another option, or another, I should say, a feature, is an inclusion of audio plugins. This has been one of probably the most often requested features suggested within Ecamm Live's community, is to include plugins of actually audio plugins. So if you're looking on our live demo mode here, you'll see in our sound levels, there's this new icon. It looks like a puzzle piece. So let's go ahead and click on that. And now I'll try to keep this limited, because the effects will become annoying if you start stacking a whole bunch of them on top of each other. But it does give you several options. So we have our audio filters. And the nice thing is, before I get any further, is that you can include this by clicking on the cogwheel here on the main mic, which I mostly use, but some people also have a secondary mic, say if they're using like a Rodecaster Pro and they have a guest in a physical location right there, or guitar or whatever, you have a secondary mic. You can also include these filters or these plugins on your guest as well. Now, this also includes your Zoom guests being brought into Zoom, or using interview mode within Ecamm. So you can put individual plugins. Let's say one of your guests was having a lot of background noise, if they're like in a very noisy room, and they can't do much of anything to mitigate that. So what you could do is say, hey, I'm going to put this plugin on guest 1, and we'll go to sound isolation. Now, what sound isolation does, it cuts out a lot of the background noise. So if you have a fan going that you need because you're in the middle of summer and the room that you're in is completely encased in heat and you can't get anywhere else because your situation, well, don't worry about that, because you just put on the sound isolation and any kind of background noise is automatically taken out by changing the wet dry mix, which means we'll just say off and on, or the levels of isolation. So right now, if I had it on my mic, it would cut down a lot of noise, but I don't have to worry about that because I do have a beacon mic that does a lot of that work for me. So this gives people a lot of options in order to, say, hey, I need to make my sound a little bit better, a little bit more crisper, or anything like that, or just have some fun. So another plugin is the pitch. So if this person was coming in through Zoom or interview mode, and you just want to have a little bit of fun, you can turn the pitch to, the deep demon voice, or, to the baby voice. I'm doing it myself because, yeah. So, and what you could do is stack multiple plugins on top of each other, but you just have to remember the more plugins that you stack, the how it affects your sound audio, your audio quality. So that is the audio filters and plugins feature that can be found within Ecamm Live version 4.4. So definitely give it a check. Definitely check it out if you're going to do anything with an Ecamm. All these new features are available for free within the Ecamm Live environment. Some features probably are going to be... No, take that back. All these features are available to all levels of Ecamm Live, so you don't have to worry about ones are only on a pro level or anything like that. Now, there is another feature. Yes, there's one more. Is Ecamm for Zoom enhancements. This one is kind of, I'm not really going to be able to show it off much because I'm not on a Zoom call or anything right now. But basically what it does, it enhances the Zoom experience. Is for a lot of people that use Ecamm and Zoom combined together for client calls or presentations or anything like that. One of the things is, if I have like this camera right now, I can have it where if I have multiple other people talking or next in line to be talking, this camera would automatically switch to the person that is currently speaking. And there is a slight delay, so it's not that, abrupt camera switch that you see from other software or any other places. It gives it a more professional look that says, hey, this other person's talking. Give it a 1, 2, and then camera switch to that person within your setup that you have this camera set up for that particular active chatter camera. I know that's probably not what it's called. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but there are some other enhancements as well. Let's actually go back into demo mode. We go to our preferences, and there are some new improvements or additions into the Zoom tab on the general settings. So like I said, you can have the guest name, like a little tag be where the two-tone waffle icon is right here. You can have the person's name can show up there. You can also include Zoom active speaker camera. That's what it's called, active speaker. And you can have it show me as an active speaker using camera A or whatever your camera situation is set up for. And you can also exclude visible inputs from active speaker camera. So there is a lot of things that can be found within Ecamm Live's version 4.4. And if this is not it, they're constantly making some improvements, looking for, your suggestions. If there's something that you want to see that is not a part of Ecamm right now, no problem. All you got to do is just join up with the on Facebook group or the Discord server and say in the correct locations, say, hey, I got a suggestion. Ecamm is missing this one great feature that I think a lot of people would like. Definitely let your voice be heard. And yeah, there'll be another version with whatever suggestion that you probably put in might show up there. But that is Ecamm Live version 4.4. Definitely looking for the next one, 4.5. These are already old. We're looking for the next ones, right? But anyways, if you liked what you saw here, definitely let me know what is your favorite feature of Ecamm Live in the comments down below. And on that, I'll see you on the next one. Okay. That is 2947. I'm just getting my time codes here for that video, so I know where I can chop it up. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back into the Q&A. So, like I said, I was messing around with Envision Community, our site that used to run. I have it running off of Ghost, and the forums were on Envision Community. I'm making um, different choices. I know I'm totally sabotaging my own um, getting things squared in, but it is what it is, right? Um, Going to showcase here. So this is one of the concepts I was thinking about for changing out instead of using Ghost, go back and using Envision Community as the hub for articles, newsletter, and the first 2 hour write ups. Um, so this is what I was coming up with. Like, I have the podcast episodes be here. And of course, these are all being pulled in from the Independent Creator Podcast Club that is created inside the software. These, of course, are just placeholders for now. I got to figure out what I want to do actually for this particular section because currently, like, I put this one in here earlier today. It's I copy and paste from the ghost side of things, so it shows up as a article within the community. I have this is last week's newsletter. I'm going to be putting these inside the blog post or the blog side of things just because. Of course, I gotta, again, it's a copy and paste, so the layout is not exactly what I was wanting, but you know what? It is what it is. Um, I've been adding because I really liked to show the game or the games that I had reviewed in the past as like a repository for games that have been reviewed in the first 2 hours. So I have included everything up to next week and then the week following. So it'd be set up that you can see and have a quick link to the actual game with I gotta change that coloring. It's kind of hard to see, but it has the link to the Steam page. It has the quick uh, description that you can find from Steam. Why is it not changing? Hello? Hello. Okay. It's just taking its sweet time. We're trying to respond. But that's I want to see how the layout how I have it right now, it looks good. I just want to, change a couple things here and there. And I'm not going to make the switch over like tonight or tomorrow or this weekend. No, it's going to be a while. But I also have a section here that I will be another database that the reviews for the first 2 hours will go. So it's kind of separated out. The articles are separated from the first 2 hours. And of course, I got a section here for upcoming events, which means, upcoming live streams that will show next live recording for independent creator, first 2 hours, and the other projects, unnamed projects. But the reviews, again, these weren't really a copy and paste. These were just after I did the transcription and put it into a more readable format. So these will go here, and it has a space for comments and the like. The major change that I did was to the forums on this site. I had moved everything out of its locations where it was residing into an archive. And I removed a couple sections as well. So all the old threads and posts are here. I'm going to be changing these guys to the unnamed projects, and what was the other one? Yeah, these are going to be just the unnamed projects, because I have the Independent Creator Podcast episode discussions will be here as well. And yeah. And of course, the articles and stuff will be showing up here as well. I haven't got to that point where I have to change where I post the article, and of course, it uses the forum infrastructure as the comment section. Because currently, what I have it as now, these are the forums. These are our current forums that are going to be for the next for a while now. Because this is something that is more akin to the free-flowing community. I know I'm probably doing a double dip, and I'm really bad at this. Keeping things as they were for a while, so they start to stick with people coming in. The reason why I went to NodeBB for the community forums is that it has the integration with ActivityPub, the Fediverse integration. So all these posts will show up or automatically get posted or pushed into like Mastodon, Lemmy, and places like that. And that's a great thing, because it gives, as you can see, there's let's see, you go to recents. It gives a higher view count, and more people will be able to see what the threads and posts are in the forum. And this is for more to the community side of things. I'm still, what I'm thinking of doing is with these forums is not really a community. It's more of a comment. Because right now, if you go to, what is it? Yeah, here's our PeerTube. I'll just go to here. This is our site on Ghost right now, as it is currently. So you can comment for free, but it's locked into this. See, this is my conundrum. I like how this is, but I like to tie in the comments into the forums. But in doing that, I either have to self-host. I don't want to do that because that's another hassle, or bump because I use Ghost Pro. This is like the first level of Ghost Pro. Next level, I can do custom integrations, which I would be able to integrate Node BB into this. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah. I mean, I do have our Indie Creator Hub has its own uh, Envision community. So if we go to open up a new Indie Creator Hub. So this is what we have right now. And I'd probably be taking what I'm doing with the Two-Tone Waffle forums.2tonewaffle and integrating what I've been doing with that into Indie Creator Hub. So that is what I'm thinking. Because Indie Creator Hub is more for like the professional, not really professional. I mean, yeah, here I'm sitting in my chair with a t-shirt. I'm looking so professional right now, but geared more for Envision community reviews, tutorials, news, articles, Ecamm, Node BB kind of stuff. Talking about the different infrastructure of community building and being a content creator, independent content creator. So this is what I'm probably going to be doing, is setting this up as a part, as what you see here is going to be part of, or this is going to turn into for Indie Creator Hub. So that's just my thinking. And yeah, you can tell me that I'm wrong. And of course, we got our Discord server that I've made a lot of changes to as well. Don't mind me. I am just checking a couple different things. Okay, cool. So I'll probably be working on this over the next several days to get it up and running to where I want it to be. Because I want to keep the more technical side of things separated from the Two-Tone Waffle forums and the site. I think it would be a good match because a lot of that is part of, the fun, just talking about games and talking about community aspects. Just the forums are a great way to engage with the community in the Two-Tone Waffle. If you want to get to nerdy, dirty, technical side of things, that's where the Indie Creator Hub can take over and be part of. Okay, let's talk about setting up a Envision community and getting into what it takes to get started with that. Or let's get started and talking about Ecamm, the more business side of things. Really, that's where I was thinking about, is between the utilization of the two different forums. I know I would like to keep it together, but it kind of, I think it won't really meld together as well. like again, it is. I don't know why I can't get rid of that. But anyways, because I like to keep the Two-Tone Waffle forums the more the fun side, the talking about the games, the no, the general chat, free forum software, the non-professional, non-business side of things. And again, all that will go into here, where it's not as fun, boring. No, it's not boring, but it's something completely different than your. It takes out the gaming side of things, and focuses on the business and more serious side. So, that's why I was doing this kind of like on the old Two-Tone Waffle forums and seeing how this would work out. Um, it works out great. So definitely it would be definitely gonna be working on that in the next couple of days of getting this set up a little bit better. I'm going to work on that a little bit better, getting it a more presentable foundation going forward. So yeah, that is my plan for the next couple months, is getting these taken care of and getting up and running. I closed out the Matrix server that we had. It wasn't getting utilized whatsoever. It was just myself on it, and I was like, well, it's just burning through cycles. It's taking up space. I could put something else in there on a server or just get rid of it. And I decided to just get rid of it because, like I said, it wasn't getting utilized. We have our Discord community. I have that set up. I made a lot of changes really this past week. I added some new channels, took some out. I opened it up. My thinking was a couple weeks ago, was it January, when I started this whole new initiative thingy with Two-Tone Waffle, was to paywall the Discord community, because my thinking was, if people want to join the community and to get some value out of it, it'd be, pay like $2 a month. And I was probably, no, I would say I was wrong in that assumption, because at current level, I don't have, large enough community to sustain a paywalled Discord server. So I have opened it up back to everyone is available to see everything. I'm keeping, when I changed the current people that were in the server at that time of the paywall, I automatically grandfathered them into the supporter status or tier or role, and they'll stay that way. All new people coming in would be at the normal member roles. So the Discord community is going to be the other side as well. It'll be, let's say, it'll be part, or it's just another component for the Two-Tone Waffle forums, but it's for people who don't want to go forums and are more inside the Discord ecosystem, so they have the option there. So that is my thinking on that whole side of things. As far as everything else, it's there to, fill a gap or fill a need for anyone who wants to join a community over on Discord side of place. But I think I have taken up as much time as you guys would like. Yeah, so check out, I'll be editing this live stream, taking out the Ecamm live feature set walkthrough as a produced video, Any Creator Hub, and that'll be up sometime tomorrow evening. Don't hold me to it. It'll be up there. I wanted it up tonight or today, but the first go around with the recording didn't go good. I'm hoping it went great today, but we shall see. If not, I'll cry in my sleep. But yeah, I'll be doing these every other Thursday on the 2nd and 4th Thursdays of the month, where I do a little Q&A session for about an hour or so and going through whatever. So for next time, if you have any questions about Ecamm Live, InVision Community, NodeBB, or independent content creation, definitely let me know on the next live stream. But with that, I'd like to say good night and later, taters.